about it. It's been like the last 8 months have been a lot of anxiety and just a complete roller coaster. So I'm glad that you're here with me this morning, but anytime that you can take a moment for yourself to breathe and stretch, I think is just super beneficial. And thank you for being here with me today. Again, my name is Elise, and I'm here with Built for the Stage. And I know Joe is happy to have you guys here as well. I was unable to get my headphones to link for some reason, so I'm just going to be projecting, which is something I haven't had to do for a long time. So it's going to be a nice practice for me. For those just joining, there is a playlist that I will reshare. It's in the chat. It's a Spotify playlist. It's up to you if you want to play it. So that's it. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to come down to the mat, take a seat, find a cross-legged position, and then bring your hands to rest on your knees. Your palms can be down or up, whatever feels most natural. Allow your eyes to close. Feel your butt bones root down into your mat. Feel your spine grow long away from the ground. And just start to bring your focus and your awareness to your breath. And with every inhale, allow your rib cage to expand to the side. And with every exhale, feel your butt bones sink a little bit heavier onto the ground. And then as we bring our focus into the breath, just start to notice in your body different areas where you might be holding on to a little bit of tension, or maybe a lot of tension, maybe in the shoulders and the neck particularly, maybe in the jaw and the face. Find just a little bit of twitch of movement around those spaces. And allow your breath to become even a little deeper, even a little more full. And then all together, exhale your breath, your air out. Take a big breath in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. And again, nice full big breath in through your nose. Feel your spine grow long. Exhale out of your mouth. And last breath all together. Inhale through your nose. Now seal your lips at the top. And then send air out of your nose. You might feel a little bit of a constriction with that breath. This is called your Ujjayi breath. And this is the breath that we'll try to bring with you throughout the practice today. In through the nose and out through the nose. Just find a little more space, a little more time here with this breath. And then go ahead and blink your eyes open. Feel your hips rooted down into your mat. Stretch your arms up overhead. Plug your shoulders down your back. Feel even longer through your spine. Side bend. Bring your right hand outside of your right thigh and reach your left arm up and over. Now plug your left butt bone down into the ground to spin your heart up towards your ceiling. Yeah. Inhale to come back to center. Both arms lift up. We take this the opposite way. Left arm can come down. Right arm can come up and over. And then think of your right butt bone. Really plug it down into the ground and try to spin your heart up towards your ceiling. And then inhale, come back to center. Lift your arms up, grow taller. And on your exhale, forward fold over your legs. Nice and heavy through the torso here. Just let yourself go. Find a full big breath in. And a full exhale. And now slowly roll yourself up. I'm just going to turn to this side so you can see me a little bit better. Unravel your feet. Bring your feet so they're flat. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Your fingers will point to this side. Press your hips up for a reverse tabletop shape. You can drop your head, open through the fronts of your hips. Take a nice full big breath in. And on your exhale, lower your hips down to the ground. We take that cross-legged position again, but bring your opposite ankle to cross in front. We're just going to go through this series one more time, maybe a little bit quicker. Inhale to lift your arms up. And on your exhale, the right hand comes down and the left arm comes up and over. Maybe go a little further this time. Inhale to come back to center, lift up nice and tall. Exhale, we switch, left arm comes down, right arm up and over. Feel this pull all along the right side. Inhale to come back to center, grow tall once again. Exhale, release over, forward fold. Give yourself about 3 nice big breaths here. Fill the space between your shoulder blades. And now slowly roll yourself up. We take that reverse tabletop once again. Flatten your feet, bring your hands underneath the shoulders, press your hands down, lift your hips, drop your head, open through the front of your chest. Take a nice full big breath in. And on your exhale, lower your hips down to the ground. And then from here, swing your legs around and move to a tabletop position. So however you need to bring yourself there, tabletop position, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And first, just find a neutral spinal position. Think of knitting the rib cage together, really engaging through the abdominal wall here. And then we start to move through some cat-cow. So inhale to drop your belly, lift your gaze, lift your chin. And on your exhale, cat spine. Press into the ground, dome through your upper back. And just keep moving through these two positions. So I love taking this cat-cow basically every day, all the time. Keep moving through it. I'm just watching you. Maybe you want to add in something different, any circles in the hips, the ribs, the shoulders. Let this be really juicy, ooey gooey, whatever you need this morning. Just make sure that you continue to breathe into your movements. And let's take one more go around. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, press into the ground. And now come back to your neutral tabletop position. Bring your toes together. Open your knees a little bit wider. Walk your hands maybe about 8 inches in front of where they were. Send your hips back, child's pose. Bring your hips down towards your heels. Bring your forehead down towards the ground. And then return back to that breath that we established. Only this time in your child's pose, you can send breath to your back. So think of that space between your shoulder blades. Every inhale, like a balloon, feel that space expand. And then every exhale, allow your hips to sink a little heavier to your heels. 2 more full big breaths here. Big breath in. And exhale. And last time, full big breath in. And exhale. From your child's pose, bring your gaze forward towards your fingertips. Now from here, think of moving like a wave. Lift your hips away from your heels. Ripple through your spine. Lift your ankles. Keep this going. Drop your hips. Lift your chest. I call this an upward facing scorpion. So my thighs are lifted up off the ground. My knees are bent. My ankles are up. Yeah. And now press into your hands back to child's pose. And we're just going to continue to move through this like a wave. So on your inhale, ripple yourself forward. Think of moving through your spine. Drop your hips, lift your chest, open your throat. Exhale, press it back, child's pose. And then just similar to when we took that cat-cow, you start to take this on your own with your breath. So you can move a little bit quicker. Maybe you want to linger somewhere for a little bit. That's fine too. Yeah. Think of that articulation that you can create through your vertebrae, through your spine. Looks really nice, yeah. Just that unfolding, that unfurling of the spine in both directions. Let it be fluid. Let's take one more round with breath. Inhale, roll yourself forward wherever you are. Drop the hips, lift the chin. And exhale, press yourself back to a child's pose. From child's pose, move yourself to tabletop position. Flip the toes, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up. Our first downward facing dog, take a little bit of movement if you want to pedal through your feet. Shake your head from side to side, maybe buzz through your lips. Where are those areas, those spots where you still might be holding on to a little bit of tension? And then let's find more of a neutral position. So think of energizing the heels towards the ground. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Press your armpits towards your big toes. Inhale to lift your heels up high. Audible exhale, lower your heels. Ha. Inhale, lift your heels up high. Audible exhale, lower the heels. Ha. Last time, inhale to lift your heels high. Audible exhale, let it go. Walk your feet towards your fingers. Ragdoll forward fold. Separate your feet like hips width distance. Take a bend, softer, big, deep bend through your knees, and then just let yourself hang heavy here. This is called ragdoll. So how can you embody that a little bit more? Yeah, I like all the swaying that I'm seeing. Elbow to elbow clasp can be really nice. Shake your head yes and no. So easy to hold on to tension in the back of the neck especially. Yeah, it can be a violent shake or a soft shake, whatever you need this morning. Breathe in. And now if you've got your arms, let them go, let them dangle heavy. Bend your knees a little bit softer. Very, very slowly come to roll to stand. Think lower spine, middle spine, upper spine, shoulders, chin. And gaze is the last thing to arrive. And once you get here, take any little movements. Maybe it's a roll through the shoulder, little movement in the head, fix the t-shirt, whatever you need. Come to your mountain pose, separate your feet, take a soft bend with your knees, let your arms dangle, allow your eyes to close for another moment just to reconnect back to the breath, plug back in. Notice any differences, any shifts you might feel physically or mentally, or maybe just with the movement of your breath. Take a nice big breath in and a full exhale. Go ahead and blink your eyes open. Reach your arms out to the side, up overhead. Catch your left wrist and tip yourself up and over to the right. Nice side body bend. Really plug your left foot down into the mat. Inhale, come back to center, and we switch. Grab your right wrist, tip yourself up and over towards the left. Plug your right foot down. Inhale to come back to center. Now interlace your fingers at the base of the spine. Punch your fists down. Lift your heart open. And on your exhale, bend your knees a lot. Forward fold. Keep the bind if that's available for you. So we just got a nice opening in the shoulders and the front of the chest. Yeah, now release your bind. Let your hands go. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Lengthen through your spine. And on your exhale, bring your hands down and step your left foot far back behind you. Now lower your back left knee down to the mat, flip your toes, and just bring your chest forward. So your hands can stay framing your front right foot, but think of your chest driving forward. Take a nice big breath in. And now flip your back toes, three-legged dog. So press into your hands, reach your right leg up into the air. And then take a little moment here, bend your knee, open your hip, maybe you roll out through your ankle, whatever feels good in your body. On your next inhale, extend your right leg and bring your feet together for downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple yourself forward for a high plank. And on your exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. You can lower your knees, bring yourself down, flip to the tops of your feet, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, pull the elbows back, baby cobra. Little to no weight in the hands, the chest is lifted, the elbows are tractioning back. Breathe, inhale. And on your exhale, lower your head, press into your hands and feet, downward facing dog, however you need to bring yourself there. Inhale, lift your right leg high. And exhale, step your right foot between your hands, lower your back left knee again. Think of yearning your chest, your sternum forward. Forward fold, step your left foot to meet your right. You can have a little separation in your feet. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale for forward fold. Open the arms, inhale, stand all the way up. And we take this again, catch your left wrist, tip yourself up and over towards the right. Inhale to come back to center, catch your right wrist, tip yourself up and over. Maybe you find yourself going a little further. Inhale, come back to center, interlace the fingers. Option to switch the grip of the thumb. It might feel a little funky. Punch the fist down, lift the heart open. Exhale, bend your knees, forward fold, let yourself come down. Drop your head, release your hands. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands down, step your right foot, so it's gonna go far back behind you. Lower your right knee. Bring your hands to frame your left foot. Yearn your chest, your sternum forward. Nice. Take a big breath in. And exhale. Three-legged dog, flip your right toes, press into your hands, lift your left leg up, and then take a few moments here. Bend your knee, open your hips, small or big movements, anything that you need to do with your left leg up in the air. Downward facing dog, bring your feet together. Inhale, slide yourself forward for your high plank. Now this time, lower all the way down into your belly again. Flip to the tops of your feet, but bring a little more weight into the hands. I call this a teenage cobra. Press into your hands, and you can lift yourself up a little bit higher here with a little more weight coming into the palms. Yeah, your range of motion, elbows pull back, breathe in. Lower your torso, downward facing dog, however you need to bring yourself there. From your downward facing dog, inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Lower your right knee down to the mat. Bring your chest forward, breathe in. Forward fold, right foot to left foot, let it go. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale for forward fold. Open the arms wide, stand all the way up. We're gonna take this one more time, right and left. We're just gonna move a little bit quicker now, one breath, one movement. So with your arms up, catch your left wrist, tip yourself up and over towards the right. Inhale, come back to center, catch your right wrist, tip yourself up and over towards the left. Inhale, back to center. Interlace the fingers. Punch the fist down. Inhale, lift the heart open. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Release your bind. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands down. Step your left foot back. Lower your left knee down to the ground. Now, this is a little different. Inhale to lift your arms all the way up. One big breath here. On your exhale, bring your hands down to frame your foot. Three-legged dog. Reach your right leg up into the air. From three-legged dog, move to downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, ripple forward, high plank. Pause here. High plank to low plank, bend your elbows in half. You're hovering over the mat, flip to the tops of your feet. Upward facing dog, lift your chest. Downward facing dog, lift your hips. So that's an option. You can always lower the knees down if you want to. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot forward, lower your left knee. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up, one breath. Exhale, hands down, forward fold, left foot meets right foot. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale for forward fold. Open the arms, inhale, stand all the way up. Grab your left wrist, tip yourself up and over towards the right. Inhale, come back to center, switcheroo, grab your right wrist, tip over towards the left. Inhale, come back to center, interlace the fingers, punch the fist down, lift the heart open, breathe in. Bend your knees forward, fold, let this go. Release your hands, inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands down, step your right foot back, lower your right knee. Inhale to lift the arms up, low lunge. Yeah, press the hips forward, nice big breath in. Exhale, bring your hands down, three-legged dog, flip your right toes, lift your left leg up into the air. Downward facing dog, bring your feet together. Inhale, high plank, roll forward. Bend your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step your foot between your hands, lower your right knee. Inhale to lift the arms up, maybe look up, little back bend. Exhale, hands down, forward fold, right foot meets left foot. Separate the feet here. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale for forward fold. Now feet can be like hips width distance. Find a soft bend through your knees, send your hips back, lift your arms up. We're in a chair pose. Yeah. Nice little squat position here. Everyone's looking good. Hips are back. Chest is lifted. Take a nice big breath in. On your exhale, bring your hands down and step your left foot coming far back behind you. Keep your back left knee lifted. Bring your left hand down. Reach your right arm up. Find a twist. Pull your right hip back. Breathe in. And exhale. And again, breathe in. And now bring your right hand down. We're coming into a high crescent lunge. All of the weight comes to the feet. Lift your arms up. Breathe here. Drive your front right knee forward. Yes, good. Now on your inhale, straighten through your front right knee. On your exhale, rebend, full post arms. Twice more. Inhale to straighten and lift. Exhale, rebend. Last time, inhale to straighten and lift. Exhale to rebend. Inhale, straighten and lift. Rotate your back foot, warrior two. Find a nice deep bend through your front right knee. Pause and breathe here for a moment. And even though we're pausing, that doesn't mean that we're not moving and stretching. Energy's emanating out of our fingertips, emanating out of the crown of the head. Straighten the front knee, lift the arms up, breathe in. Exhale, rebend. Twice more, inhale. Exhale, rebend. Last one, inhale, arms up, arms lift. Exhale, warrior two. Flip your front right palm, reverse warrior. Tip your body up and back. Keep your front knee driving forward. Find this length all along the right side of your body. Breathe in. Extended side angle. The right forearm will come down. The left arm will come up. Now there's a few options. This forearm can come down. The forearm can come inside of your foot. Let's let the left arm reach up overhead. Find the option that works for you. Think of your ribs, your torso like a telescope. Try to telescope your ribs forward and then up towards the ceiling. Breathe into this space. Straighten your front right leg. Bring yourself all the way up, reverse triangle. So the right arm, again, is scraping the ceiling as you go up and back. Press your right big toe down into the ground. And now bring yourself upright. Swivel your right toes so they're all facing the same direction. You can kind of adjust your feet if you need to. Open through the chest. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Let yourself release down. Personal options here if you want to kind of shift from side to side. Maybe bend into one knee, bend into the other. Hi, Bradford. Wherever you are, bring your hands under the shoulders. Inhale for halfway lift. And on your exhale, bend into your left knee. We're coming into a lateral lunge. So you can stay with all of your toes parallel, or you can turn out. You choose. One is not better than the other. We're aiming to lengthen the inner thigh and the groin with this guy. Take a nice big breath in. And exhale. Look to your right foot. We're coming back to a low lunge. So crawl your hands back to your low lunge. And now step your right foot back to meet your left. We're in a high plank. From high plank, lower to low plank. Flip to the tops of your feet, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, lift your hips up. All right, cool. Let's take the other side from here. Step or hop your feet up towards your fingers. Separate your feet. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale for a forward fold. Bend your knees a lot. Chair pose. Send your hips back. Lift your heart up. Breathe here. We start to feel that spice in the front of the thighs, the quadriceps right away, right? But let's think about the upper body as well. Pull the shoulders away from the ears and feel your upper body expand and engage. Yeah. Ooh, let's tripped. Take one more big breath here. On your exhale, bring your hands down. Step your right foot far back this time. We're in our low lunge. Bring your right hand down. Lift your left arm up. Low lunge twist. Yeah. Pull your left hip back. Take a nice big breath in. And exhale. One more time. Nice full big breath in. And on your exhale, left hand comes down. Bring all the way to your feet. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Stand up. Yeah. Find this moment of balance. Feel your front left knee driving over the left ankle, driving over the left toes. Inhale, straighten through your front left knee. Exhale, bend, goal, post your arms. Twice more. Inhale to straighten and lift. Exhale to bend. Like you're being sucked through a straw here. Inhale to straighten and lift. Go up, 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 up. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Now swivel your back right heel, warrior two. And I'm just going to turn around so you guys can see me a little bit better. Warrior two, front leg is our left leg. Pay attention to the back right foot, especially the back pinky toe. Without actually moving the feet, imagine you could zipper them together to engage the inner thighs and give yourself even more of a sense of grounding, which I feel like we could all use about now. Inhale to straighten your front left knee. Exhale to bend. Twice more. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Last one. Inhale to straighten and lift. Exhale, warrior two. Flip your front left palm, reverse warrior, trace the ceiling, go up and back. Keep your front left knee driving forward. Exhale, extended side angle, your variation. So the left forearm can come to rest on the left thigh. This is a wonderful way to come into this posture. Another way is you can bring your left hand in front of your left foot. Bring the right arm over your ear and feel this energy pulling from your right fingertips all the way to the outer edge of your right foot. Now spin your heart space up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Come up to stand, straighten through your front left leg. Flip your left palm, keep this going up and back, reverse triangle. Think of your left big toe, plug it down into your mat. Bring yourself back upright, swivel your left foot so all of your toes are facing the same way. Open through the chest, breathe in, exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Let your body come down. Take a few moments here. Little shifty through the hips, maybe a little shaky through the head, whatever you need. Personal choice. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale for a halfway lift. Crawl your hands over towards your right foot. Bend your right knee a lot. You can come into a lateral lunge. Keep your feet parallel, or you can turn your toes out and come into this turned out lunge. You choose what feels better in your body. One side might be different than the other. Breathe into this length, the space that you're creating. Look to your left foot, crawl yourself back, low lunge. Bring your left foot back to meet your right high plank. Bend your elbows, low plank, flip to the tops of your feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full big breath, inhale. And exhale. And now lower your knees down to the ground. Extend your legs long in front of you. Shift your hips from side to side. Feel a little wiggle here. Reach your arms up overhead, breathe in. Exhale, seated forward fold. Release yourself up and over your legs. You can choose to find a flat spine, or you can just round over your legs, whatever feels best in your body. And now slowly roll yourself all the way up. And then from here, come all the way down onto your back, however you need to bring yourself down. Bring your feet so they're flat, hips width distance. We're just gonna take one bridge pose. Press your hips up. Make sure your feet are hips width distance. When you lift the hips, notice if your knees kind of bow out to the outer edges of your feet. Bring some awareness to your big toe. If you'd like, you can interlace the fingers at the base of the spine. That's a really nice heart expander. Continue to press down to lift up and open through the hips. And then think like a strand of pearls. As you lower yourself down, articulate through each vertebrae like you're bringing a strand of pearls down onto a table. And then once your hips hit the ground, just pause, take a moment, let your hips be nice and heavy. Pull both knees in towards your chest, grab hold of fingers, wrists, or forearms. Take a little side-to-side movement. Cactus your arms out and let your knees fall over towards the left. You could bring your gaze over towards the right if that feels okay. Just finding a nice supine twist. If there's another version of a twist you like to take, you can find that as well. And then slowly bring your knees back to center. We just take this the opposite way. So let your knees fall to the right. Bring your gaze over towards the left. Now slowly bring your knees back to center. Catch the outsides of your feet for your happy baby. Pull your knees to your armpits. You can find a little side-to-side movement here. Maybe extend one leg or the other. Maybe find some movement in the jaw, movement in the lips, in the face, the front of the throat. And then extend your legs long and heavy in front of you. Bring your arms down by your side. You could bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Allow your eyes to close or find a soft gaze. And we just take this final moment, this final meditation. Return back to the movement, the sensation of your breath. We take this meditation at the end of every yoga practice. It's this time where your body and your mind can absorb everything that you just gave it for the past 25 minutes. Let your body sink into the stillness and silence. Exhale your breath, your air out. Take a big breath in. Imagine it could start from the tips of your toes and travel all the way up to the crown of your head. A full body breath. Inhale. Open your mouth. Exhale. Start to find a little bit of movement through the fingers, the toes, into the wrists, into the ankles. Maybe allow your head to gently rock from side to side. Stretch your arms up overhead. Pull your wrists away from your ankles. Find a little bit of movement here. And then roll onto either side in a fetal position. And take a moment in fetal position. Maybe let your eyes stay closed just to stay inward a little longer. And then press yourself up to an easy, comfortable seat. The same way that we began our practice today. Bring your hands to rest on your knees, palms up or down, whatever's most natural. Allow your eyes to close, and then just take these final moments to come back inward. Just notice and acknowledge the space you're in, the physical space you're in, the environment that you're in, and then also physically, mentally, the space you're in, anything that might have shifted. Bring your hands to your heart center. Exhale all of your breath, your air out. Take a big breath in. And exhale. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this morning and joining all of us. Also, thank yourself for just like taking this moment, shutting off, shutting out whatever else is happening, letting yourself move, letting yourself breathe. It's such a way to, release anxiety, and I highly recommend continuing to move and breathe and take breaks for yourself. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. Also, small little plug. I have a program with Built for the Stage called Flow. Joe has emailed you several videos, YouTube links that you'll have forever. So you can go watch those whenever you want to. They're like 15-ish minutes. And I think we're going to try to make this class like a regular thing. So I will be posting and sending out emails. So thank you all so much for joining me this morning. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. And you can come off mute. I'd love to hear you speak. If you